The paradox of choices, a content marketing strategy.
Are you finding it difficult to make decisions when it comes to your content marketing strategy?
With so many options out there, it can be overwhelming trying to figure out which one is the best fit for your business. In this video, we will talk about the paradox of choices and how you can use it to help you make better decisions with your business.
Introduction to the paradox of choice. Understanding the paradox of choice is key to creating successful content marketing strategies.
The paradox of choice is a theory by Barry Schwartz. In his book The Paradox of Choice, he said that having more options makes people more unhappy. It suggests that an abundance of options actually requires more effort to choose and can leave us feeling unsatisfied with our choice. The idea behind the paradox of choice is that consumers feel overwhelmed when faced with too many choices.
This can lead them to feel anxious and indecisive when trying to make a decision.
As marketers, it's important to understand this concept and create strategies that help simplify the buying process for your customers. Not only will this help you maximize conversions, but it will also create more satisfied customers who are more likely to return.
What is the paradox of choice? In content marketing, understanding and addressing the paradox of choice is key.
To make sure your customers are taking action and engaging with your brand, you need to provide them with limited offerings and clear messaging that make it easier for them to make decisions.
Here are some tips for managing this phenomenon.
Understand your audience. You need to know who your audience is and what they need so that you can tailor your offers and content to meet their needs. Create clear messaging. Provide clear messaging that helps customers understand why they should choose your product or service.
Limit your offerings. Too many choices can be overwhelming for customers.
Limit the number of options, so customers don't feel overwhelmed by their decision-making process. Make it easier to choose. Provide helpful information such as customer reviews or recommendations that help customers make an informed decision. Use visuals to communicate options. Visuals such as infographics or product images can be a great way to communicate available options concisely.
Build an engaging brand. Create a brand experience that resonates with customers, so they are more likely to trust your products and services. Understanding your audience. Understanding your audience.
Understanding your audience is key to creating effective content, especially when considering the paradox of choice. To ensure your content resonates with the right people, you need to know who they are. Research and analyze data points such as age, gender, location, and interests. This will help you create content that speaks to the right people and provides value for them. When researching your audience, pay attention to consumer trends and behaviors. Look into what kind of content they are engaging with, what problems they are facing, and what topics they are most interested in.
Also, consider the channels they use most often to consume content and tailor your messaging accordingly.
Creating clear messaging. Creating clear messaging is essential when it comes to content marketing.
With so much competition, it's important to make sure that your message stands out from the crowd and resonates with your audience.
Here are some tips for creating clear messaging that will help you engage and retain customers.
Limiting your offerings.
Limiting your offerings is an important part of content marketing and can help you create a successful strategy. By curating your content and limiting the number of options you offer, you can make it easier for customers to make a decision and increase sales. Start by understanding your audience and their needs.
Knowing who your target customers are and what they need will help you create content and offers tailored to them. This will make it easier for them to identify what's relevant to them and make a decision.
Once you have a better understanding of your audience, create clear messaging that speaks directly to them. Focus on communicating the benefits of each offering and why they should choose it over others. This will ensure that customers understand the value they're getting, making it easier for them to choose. It's also important to limit the number of options available. Too many offerings can be overwhelming and lead to decision fatigue, making it harder for customers to choose. Instead, curate your selection carefully and only offer the items that are most relevant to your audience.
Making it easier to choose. Making it easier to choose is an essential part of marketing and can help your customers make the decision that is best for them.
There are a few tips you can use to make it easier for your customers to choose the right product or service.
You should strive to understand your audience and their needs. Knowing who your target audience is and what they're looking for will help you craft content that speaks directly to them.
You can use customer interviews, surveys, and feedback forms to find out what your audience is interested in. You can use this data to create clear messaging that outlines the benefits of each option. This will help customers make an informed decision by outlining the advantages of each option they're considering. Make sure to also highlight any important details that customers need to know before deciding.
Consider limiting your offerings. Having too many choices can overwhelm customers and make it more difficult for them to make a decision.
Limiting your offerings can also help you focus on creating content tailored to each option. Making it easier for customers to choose by using visuals that communicate their options in an easy-to-understand way. You can use videos, infographics, and images to communicate different options and explain benefits in a visual manner.
Using visuals to communicate options.
Using visuals is an effective way to communicate options to your audience and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. Visuals can be used in a variety of ways to illustrate choices such as product images, infographics, and videos.
It's important to keep in mind that visuals should be used strategically to simplify the decision-making process. Building an engaging brand.
Creating a strong brand is essential for content marketing success.
Your brand should be memorable and recognizable, and evoke positive emotions in your customers.
Start by crafting a unique story for your brand that resonates with your target audience. This story should be emotionally charged and evoke a sense of connection and loyalty. You should ensure that all of your content reflects this story in one way or another.
Your branding should also be consistent across all channels, from your website to social media and beyond.
Make sure that your visuals, such as logos and colors, are consistent so that customers can easily recognize your brand.
Tailoring content and offers to customers. Tailoring content and offers to customers is a key part of successful content marketing.
By understanding your customers and their buying habits, you can create targeted content and offers to maximize sales.
To craft effective content and offers for your customers, use the following tips.
Identify trends in customer buying behavior.
Examining purchase history data and tracking customer interactions will give you insight into what drives customers to make a purchase. This data can help you create relevant content that speaks to their interests and needs. Segment your customers into different groups based on their interests or other factors.
This will allow you to tailor content and offers to each group, increasing the likelihood of making a sale.
You can also use this strategy to target different groups with different messages for maximum impact.
Use personalization techniques in your content marketing efforts. Create custom landing pages for each segment of customers and tailor the messaging on each page to the specific group.
You can also send personalized emails that include relevant offers tailored to the customer's interests.
Conclusion.
The paradox of choice is an important lesson for content marketers.
It's essential to understand the concept, how it applies to your audience, and how you can use it to your advantage. By understanding the psychology of decision-making, you can create content that appeals to your customers and helps them make the right choice for them.